Hello, I'm Mike Beltenberger, longtime race fan and racing photographer. I'd like to use some pictures today to bring forth some memories from our days gone by in the racing arenas of the area. First up, we have heading out of turn number 4 at the Reading Fairgrounds. Larry Oakes in the 24 Falcon, Dick Tobias in the 17, Red Coffin in the 44, Bob Swigert in the Z2, Harry Moore in the 007 in the yellow car in the back. We also have Ed Lynch in the 88, in the low side of turn number 4 in the 69 Valiant, Don Kreitz Sr. Next up, driving the 55 late model and still racing to this day, seen here at the 5-turn 1-mile Nazareth Oval, Gary Stuhler taking to the Speedway in the 55. Gary's still making the rounds in the central Pennsylvania late model circuit, seen here at Nazareth. Noted chassis builder and driver Dave Kneisel came to the Reading Fairgrounds to support a late season Daniel Boone 200 aboard his 711 Pacer race car. Dave, pretty popular in the southern tier of New York racing, also had plenty of cars built for that area, as well as some fast cars built for the New York State Fairgrounds Super Dirt Week races. National Sprint Car Hall of Famer Fred Raymer taking to the Hagerstown Speedway March of '86. The Hall of Fame driver hopping into the Joe Haars 88, the first of his regular sprint car rides towards his Hall of Fame career. Fred, well known in the central Pennsylvania sprint car ranks, seen here at Hagerstown 1986. One of the always sharp rides of the Ritter Kleintop stables. This was the 666 Falcon driven by Wayne Rudiman. Wayne was part of the 666 stable of drivers along with Bobby Botcher, Kevin Collins, Tom Hager, and Gerald Chamberlain. 666 Falcon coming off of turn 2 at the Nazareth Speedway. One of the sharpest looking modifieds ever built, the 99 Valiant of Jeff Bodine. Jeff was pretty popular on the asphalt circuits at Langhorne, at Stafford Springs, the Pocono Speedway. Maybe became a star in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Seen here, the 99 Jeff Bodine in the Valiant. All-time feature winner at the Reading Fairgrounds, Kenny Brightbill aboard the Bob Wertz owned 57 Pleasant Hills Golf Course 57. Later moving into his own number 19 as part of the statewide racing stable. Kenny first started his racing career in a 19 at the Reading Fairgrounds and the Grandview Speedways. Kenny also became a feature winner at the New York State Fairgrounds Super Dirt Week in Syracuse, New York. Kenny, one of the all-time greats of modified racing. Calling it a career, sprint car hot shoe, the Wild Child, Jack Hardenchild. Jack, known for his quite daring moves on the speedway in a sprint car, never one to leave off the gas. The Wild Child, as he was known, driving the Coors Extra Gold 48 at the Williams Grove Speedway. The Wild Child, Jack Hardenchild. Heading through turns number 3 at the Reading Fairgrounds, the Sock Valeriano 6 Junior Mushroom Special, the driver Lord Potts, and challenging him on the outside, the number 37 Gremlin, Blandon PA's Bruce Young. These two drivers had pretty stellar careers at the Reading Fairgrounds. Lorden, the feature winner. And as many of you know, Lorden was a devout Ford fan, even though he had to drive race cars with Chevrolets in it. Lord Potts, Bruce Young, turn 3, Reading Fairgrounds. Taking the checker in the 1987 Forrest Rogers Memorial was Tri-Track star Jack Fulweiler. Jack seen Here getting the $5,000 Forrest Rogers Memorial check. Forrest Rogers was the builder, creator, and promoter of Grandview Speedway when it first opened into the early 60s. A fantastic race for the drivers that still compete in to this day. Forrest Rogers winner Jack Fulwiler, 1987. One of the greatest to ever drive an asphalt modified, Richie Evans, shown here in the 61 at Langhorne Speedway. Richie was having a stellar year aboard the number 61, but came to his untimely death at the Martinsville Speedway. Always racing near the front in the 61, Richie Evans. AJ Sideways, the 14J. This was the Easter egg car, bright yellow, pink, and purple. AJ had feature wins for, I believe, 40 consecutive years, 40 plus consecutive years, still racing to this day. Heading down the backstretch at the New York State Fairgrounds in this 14J. Alan had the distinction of being the only winner of Super Dirt Week to come from the last starting spot to take the illustrious event up in New York. Perth Lumber Wagon, there was only driver that made this car famous, C.D. Coville. C.D. used to come down to the Reading Fairgrounds at the beginning of the season and come down at the end of the year. The 6-hour ride from Scotia, New York was not something that C.D. could do during his normal racing season up in the central New York area, but the Perth Lumber Wagon, the 61 C.D. Coville, making a stop at the Daniel Boone 200 at the Reading Fairgrounds. And last up, one of the most popular drivers ever to sit into a race car, Duanesburg, New York, Jack Johnson aboard his 12A. Jack was the first New York driver to win Super Dirt Week in 1984. And he had an illustrious career in the 70s, the 80s, and 90s into the 2000s. Always aboard his 12A until later in his career when he was finding different rides to hop in, but always a contender behind the wheel. Jack Johnson, driver of the 12A, seen here at Super Dirt Week. Hope everybody enjoyed looking back at these racing photos, bringing back some racing memories. If you like this, please hit the like button. Also subscribe. I will be posting more videos of some racing pictures in the not too distant future. So please like and subscribe. Hope all is well and have a great day, everyone.